I think that the politics of education have gotten in the way of what is best for kids. I would love to see charter schools and district public schools get in better partnership. I think the future of charter schools in California has to be that we become more of a systems player, that we actually get in relationships with school districts and become a significant strategy for reforming underperforming schools. And that's starting to happen a little bit here in Oakland, which is exciting. We actually have 2 partnership schools, which are schools that are in district facilities. We buy back services from the school district and we access resources the district has, and they then partner with us as well. And there's a stronger sort of connection. Our teachers participate in district level PD. Our principals might go to their PD so that we can actually be in stronger relationship. I'm, cross your fingers, hopeful that that can grow and last, because I actually think that has to be the future of the charter school movement. And not just the charter school movement, but it has to be the future of the public school movement. There's just not enough resource to be fighting over it. Like, we have to get into a room and strategize about what is charter law best at leveraging that children in public schools should be able to access, period. What is the district able to do better because it has scale? So we have to get to a place where we can all get in a room, charter schools and districts, and look at the landscape of a city and say, wow, there are some places where it would be really great if a charter would be built, where we as a district public school have struggled to either make gains, we've invested millions of dollars, it's not moving the needle, and maybe we need to try something different, and charter schools have been successful in leveraging resources and or leveraging its flexibilities to do work in high poverty communities, and maybe how do we leverage that as a district. I think districts have a tendency to look at charters as the enemy, and I think of charter schools as the result of legislation that was created to enable flexibility in the public school system. And districts often need flexibility, and yet they don't want to leverage the law to get that flexibility. And I think that that is ridiculous because we have so few resources. And flexibility is a resource. Agility is a resource that districts lack, that if they were to partner with charters, they could have. And I don't think it has to be about it's their flexibility or their resource, it's our system. People need to remember that there is huge achievement gaps in this state, and that there are still schools that are pipelines to prison. And that if charter law enables any of these schools to turn around, and again, it's not places where districts have been successful, and it's not places where districts haven't tried, and it's not places where districts haven't poured millions of dollars, and the state hasn't poured millions of dollars, and the federal government hasn't poured millions of dollars, and they're not places where talented people haven't gone in to try to move the needle. It's not that nobody cared or the district is neglectful. It's simply that it's very, very hard, and it hasn't been done. And for whatever reason, we're not blaming anybody. If there is ever a possibility that a charter would enable success in that corridor, like, God, I hope we allow that to happen and we don't have laws that forbid it from happening because they're going to have a financial impact on the system. Of course they're going to have a financial impact on the system. Every single time a kid goes to private school, there's a financial impact on the system. Are we not allowing private schools? I mean, there just seems to be an equity issue that I hope legislators think about.